Welcome to Auckland. Here we are, 70.3 Auckland. Tim Bradley, Phil Rockner here for FirstOffTheBike.com, ready to go for this event. We've just had the press conference, as you can see behind us. We're just going to pinch some of their backdrop. It was an interesting time, as every press conference is, really. We had the voice of Ironman, Mike Riley, doing his business, and we had a panel of some of the best athletes in the world, Tim, getting it done, and just having a chat to the media this morning.
It was interesting hearing guys like Cam Brown, and an interesting comment, Cam Brown, who's obviously the 10-time Ironman New Zealand champion.
The King of Taupo.
The King of Taupo, King of Auckland, King of
New Zealand.
King of the New Zealand's a fair way to put it. Cam Brown made an interesting point that this is the first triathlon that's going to be going over the Auckland Harbour Bridge. He said one cycling race has done it, so that just shows you what a big race this is for Auckland.
Yeah, there's a lot of boys here and that aren't here as well. That it's going to be a tough race, and but I think it's going to be an exceptional race going over the Harbour Bridge. It's the first time it's ever happened in a triathlon, and happened in a bike race once, but it's going to be great going over there and just having a half Ironman right in the middle of the city. It's going to be good fun and
a big part in that because it's windy. It's there's the undulation. Although Caroline Stefan told me that it wasn't such a big hill. Of course, living in Switzerland, you should know. And it was something that they're all looking forward to doing. And it might be one of the break points of the race. Who knows what's going to happen? But Tim, the press conference was interesting. The bull, we're going to start to call you the man, the matador, the man who tried to tame the raging Bevan Doherty, and he gave you some quite acidic words about his preparation for getting it done for Ironman New Zealand.
Look, don't ask, I think I've learned a lesson, don't ask a first-time Ironman athlete how they're going in their Ironman preparation 6 weeks out, because it's safe to say I've got a bit of chirp from Taupo prep. Has that
I haven't started the topic.
Oh, you haven't started. There you go.
I was going to talk to Brownie about it, I don't know.
Well, if you were in the middle of your Taupo prep, you've come across now to long course and you're purely focused on long course. You've made some pretty ambitious statements in the past about what you may do.
What were they?
Something about Kona, but...
Oh yeah, excited to race in Kona, and apparently it's easy to enter but not to qualify.
He did answer the question, and interesting that he's just starting. Well, he's going to just start his Ironman New Zealand preparation after this race. His key sessions, if you will.
And Cam Brown too was interesting when he was saying that, of course, it is, over this course, etc. It's for him. It's going to be a slow burn day. It's not going to be one of those days he's going to be off the front.
It's going to be hard for Cam because he's not a front pack swimmer like the Joey Lambs, the James Hodges, the obviously Bevan, Luke Bells of this world. So it's going to be very hard for a guy like Cam Brown, who, as you say, he can really grind out a hard and tough performance. But with the speed of these young guys, it may just be a bit too far up the road for Cam on the weekend, I think.
And the bike's going to be interesting as well, because we had Joe Gambles telling us that he'd been training with some of the Pro Tour team riders, including the Sky Racing Channel, Richie Port, and also the Salzburger guys. I mean, he's been at it, and he's actually taken time out of his run to get it done with these cyclists, which is a huge effort.
I cut my run volume a little bit because I just thought I'd take the opportunity to train with those guys for 6 weeks and learn from them. So I dropped my run probably by about 20-30% and upped my biking quite a bit. But yeah, it's amazing how they train. They're very relaxed, and they don't talk about triathlon, which is great because I pretty much live and breathe it. So, especially living in Boulder, where that's all people seem to do.
And it's a smart move because with a guy like Cam Dye making his first appearance at the 70.3 level this weekend, it's a really smart move on Joey's behalf, and particularly for Melbourne too, because he did mention as well that Melbourne is going to be his big goal for the first half of the season. So interesting to find out from Joe that he's been training with these. Obviously, Richie Port, one of the best cyclists in the country in Australia at the moment, and Wes Sulzberger, he's no slouch at Eureka Green Edger too. But for Joey, it's a smart move because this is going to suit a hard biker. And with Joey, he's probably going to be 60 seconds off the back in the swim. In that sort of that main group, you're going to have that front group go off very hard, very very early in the swim. But Joey's probably going to be nestled in there nicely, and for him, that's just going to having that weapon of a bike that he's got and that we know he has is going to really suit him for this bike course, I think, in Auckland.
Let's talk about the women. Of course, great lineup of women professionals as well. We had Liz Blatchford sitting down. We had Mel, now I'm going to get this right now, Mel Hauschild sitting there as well.
Mel Hauschild, correct.
And Caroline Steffen, and the lovely and talented Meredith Kessler. And we posed the question to Meredith how she got back from the big crash at Kona, and what impact that had and what did she learn. And again, she's living the dream, isn't she? She's an age group athlete who's gone to pro, gone on to win, and a great story.
You can, as long as you can recover properly, as these gals all know, and gentlemen, then you can kind of parlay that into a good season if you do it right. But I also want to race against these lovely ladies. It's not often that you get to race with this caliber of field, so that's why I wanted to make the trip out here.
What I love about Meredith is last year we saw she starts the season well. She was 5 from 6 last year, 5 wins.
The early season specialist.
The early season specialist. We've got the late season specialist in Landon Cave, and Meredith Kessler just might be that early season specialist. For guys like, and the other great thing about Meredith that I'd probably neglected in our preview with Luke was that she is a very good swimmer. We saw her in Kona. She was only 50 seconds back on Doc Amanda Stevens, so she's going to be really close to Luxford, really close to Blatchford as well. So, if those three can get together on the bike, and then you throw Steffen, the warrior princess, just coming straight up as well. Wow, it's going to be hard for Mel on the weekend. It really will be.
Well, it's cause and effect for our athletes, all to do for them on Sunday. This has been the last word that we'll have on Auckland 70.3. Make sure you check out firstoffthebike.com for all of your 70.3 Auckland updates and all the stuff that we'll get after the event, and we'll look forward to bringing that to you as the weekend unfolds.